Hello, everyone. Thank you for allowing me a moment to provide a few brief updates on topics that impact our college community. By now, many of you have heard or read in the Buffalo News that JMZ Architects recently discussed the outcome of the work they did in conjunction with the ECC Facilities and Academic Master Plan that was started way back in 2019. Due to the pandemic, the finalization of that report had been put on pause for well over a year. Although that final report was delayed, the master plan did provide the college the basis for much of the capital work that has been taking place throughout our campus, especially the ADA work at all three campuses and the improvements to our restroom facilities at the campuses. The presentation that they made last Thursday at the board meeting discussed several potential scenarios involving upgrades and renovations and changes at all three of our campus locations. As I said multiple times during the meeting, and want to take this opportunity to say it again, the master plan that was presented is a proposal. It's at a point in time that is dependent upon many, many factors. Some of those factors obviously are obvious to you. We have to update our strategic plan. SUNY Excels is well past a refresh date. We have to look at our enrollment trends. We have to look at our staffing needs. We have to look at our academic programs, how they connect to transfer agreements with other schools, as well as the connection to business and industry, and certainly our overall financial well-being of the college. You know very well, and you, I'm sure, realize that our college facilities are old and many are in need of a lot of attention. Prior to the STEM building opening at North Campus, in fact, the next most recent new construction involving Erie Community College was the Flickinger Athletic Center, built in 1993. And it wasn't built for ECC, it was built to host the World University Games and then given to the college to use. The age and overall condition of our facilities is a challenge. Couple that with our enrollment trends at each campus, really pointed the direction of the facility master plan to look at recommendations for each campus, and the implementation, the ultimate implementation, is going to be really based upon doing a deep dive and due diligence in reviewing any and all options. To quickly summarize the major focal point of each of the campus, at North Campus, the recommendations, again in no particular order, is to develop an outdoor athletic complex, which would allow and facilitate moving the outdoor athletic teams from South Campus to North Campus, a new academic building at the corner of Worley and Youngs Road that could also potentially house some student housing, renovations to the library and the Spring Student Center, and then finally a beautification plan that will hopefully transform the campus appearance from a look from the 1960s when it was built to a much more modern, robust community campus. At City Campus, the proposal suggests renovations to 45 Oak Street to allow for enhancements to the nursing program, hopefully consolidating nursing downtown, which is in close proximity to the medical corridor, as well as a number of other student-centered improvements at 45 Oak Street and post office building, including modernizing the learning commons, the library at the post office building, a major facade improvement at 45 Oak Street to make it look like a college campus versus just an industrial building that it looks like right now, as well as new roof and a skylight at the post office building. The recommendations involving South Campus that I think has gotten the most attraction is that the recommendation was to ultimately, and I use that word ultimately, no decisions have been made, but ultimately decommissioning 2 buildings, not closing the campus, but decommissioning 2 buildings while enhancing other areas of the campus to not only address the need for student space, but also the ability to move some academic programs from other campuses to South Campus, moving all public service, safety, law, EMT, police academy, again, to move those to South Campus to create a training hub for those programs. As I mentioned earlier, there are many, many factors that go into decisions like this. And as I said, updating the strategic plan is the start, because that's going to look at the academic program offerings and how they best fit in the landscape of SUNY Erie, whether it's 1 campus, 2 campus, 3 campus, online, and at the same time, how we can improve the student experience to lead to student success. Once that sort of is discussed, then you start talking about funding and what it's going to cost. The estimates from JMZ for those projects that they identified that have not already been funded by the county and the state of New York totals $257 million. Again, $257 million. I know we don't have $257 million. I know Erie County and I know New York State does not have that money. So while it presents us some opportunities, much cannot be done without identifying funding sources. So raising money to fund a project of this nature takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. Again, as I stated, nothing's been decided at this point in time. This proposal will help us to start the dialogue, though, which is necessary. The dialogue that's going to lead to a stronger college for our students and for our community. And I will personally keep you updated as discussions take place. But more importantly, I will keep you apprised of any decisions that are made and any steps to implement those decisions. You have my word. Shifting away from the facility master plan, a quick update. Another topic obviously on everyone's mind is the vaccination, COVID-19 vaccine. This week is the last week. We were notified by SUNY. Friday is deregistration date for our students that have not been vaccinated. At this point, I think we have 157 students that have not demonstrated that they have taken appropriate steps to be vaccinated and or have submitted religious exemptions. We will start the deregistration process for these students on Friday. This is not something SUNY Erie wants to do. We are required to do this. We want you to remain as students. So for any students that are watching this, please take the initiative, get vaccinated. We do not want to deregister you. You can provide your documentation to our campus nurse. You can contact our campus dean of students. We are there to assist you during this process. For staff members, I urge you, if you are not vaccinated as of yet, to get vaccinated. Please. If you're unvaccinated or if you submitted a religious or medical exemption, you are required to participate in weekly pool testing. There's no choice. It's a requirement. You don't go through pool testing, you will be asked to leave this college. No ends, no changes. You will be asked. This is a requirement. This is not something that's an option, it's a requirement. I hate to leave you on a sort of a negative note. We're trying to keep everybody healthy and well, a functioning college as we transition during this period of unknown. I will continue to provide updates through this forum. And in the meantime, if you have any question whatsoever, even if it's not connected to what I discussed today, always feel free to reach out to me through email. The email address is presidentsoffice@ecc.edu. Once again, presidentsoffice@ecc.edu. Thank you once again for your continued support, what you do for our students, what you do for our community. It's been a good start to the semester, and I hope you have a great remainder of the semester. And above all, stay healthy and be well. Thank you.